Hello everyone, my name is Jacob and today we are going to read and discuss the poem The Tale of Custard the Dragon, written by Ogden Nash from your First Flight book. I have given line-to-line explanation of the poem, so do share it with your classmates and batchmates so that they are able to understand the poem. So let's start. The Tale of Custard the Dragon. Belinda lived in a little white house with a little black kitten and a little grey mouse, and a little yellow dog and a little red wagon and a really truly little pet dragon. So in this stanza, the description of the characters in the poem is given. Belinda, who lives in a white house and she has a lot of pets, little black kitten, grey mouse, yellow dog and a red wagon, which is actually not a character but plays an important part in this poem. And a pet dragon, like pet dragon over here, is an oxymoron because you cannot keep a dragon as your pet. And words realio trulio means real and true, and the poet have used them for rhyming. Now the name of the little black kitten was ENG, and the little grey mouse she called him Blink, and the little yellow dog was sharp as mustard, but the dragon was a coward and she called him Custard. Now in this stanza, the poet is introducing the characters of this poem, like their names. Black kitten was ENG, grey mouse was Blink, the dog was yellow in color so she called him Mustard, and dragon she called Custard because he was a coward. Feeble, he was a weakling. Custard the dragon had big sharp teeth and spikes on top of him and scales underneath, mouth like a fireplace, chimney for a nose, and realio trulio daggers on his toes. So as you know, the title of the poem is The Tale of Custard the Dragon. Therefore, the description of the dragon is given, that he had big sharp teeth, he had spikes on top of him, as you can see the picture, it matches the description that we have. Scales underneath, his mouth was like fireplace, as you know that dragon spits fire from his mouth. Chimney for a nose means that smoke would come out from his nose. So he is comparing, the poet is comparing the nose to a chimney. Daggers on his toes means he had sharp nails, sharp like daggers, knife. Belinda was as brave as a barrel full of bears, and Ink and Blink chased lions down the stairs. Mustard as brave as a tiger in a rage, but Custard cried for a nice safe cage. In this stanza, the poet shares the characteristics of the characters. He says that Belinda was as brave as many bears put together, like she had strength of a bear. Ink and Blink chased lions. It's kind of ironical, as Ink was a little kitten and Blink was a little mouse, but they were brave enough to chase the lions down the stairs. Mustard was as brave as tiger means that the poet is comparing the dog to be brave like an angry tiger. Custard cried for a nice cage means that he was very coward, that he always wanted a safe place to hide. He did not want to encounter any danger. Belinda tickled him. She tickled him unmerciful. Ink, Blink and Mustard, they rudely called him Percival. They all sat laughing in the little red wagon and the realio trulio cowardly dragon. It means that Belinda would tickle him to make fun of him because she knew that her pet was a cowardly one. She knew that he is never going to stop her from doing so. That is why she took advantage of him being so weak. Ink, Blink and Mustard called him Percival. So Percival was a character a knight in King Arthur's court. People thought that he was very brave, but in reality, he was a coward. He used to run away every time he saw incoming danger. So that is why the poet has compared Custard the dragon, although he was a dragon, spits fire from his mouth, but still he was a coward. They all sat laughing. It means that they used to sit together in the red wagon and make fun of Custard the dragon because he was a coward. Belinda giggled till she shook the house, and Blink said weak, which is giggling for a mouse. Ink and Mustard rudely asked his age, when Custard cried for a nice safe cage. So this is the continuation of the previous stanza, where the poet is showing the reaction of what they are doing or what they were doing. Belinda would giggle so hard that she shook the entire house. She said weak, which is a kind of sound which matches the giggling of a mouse. Ink and Mustard used to rudely ask Custard's age. They used to tease Custard like a baby whenever Custard used to cry for a nice safe cage. Suddenly, they heard a nasty sound, and Mustard growled, and they all looked around. Meowch, cried Ink, and oh, cried Belinda, for there was a pirate climbing in the winda. So suddenly what happened? They had an intruder in their house, a pirate in their house, and when they heard a sound, Mustard the dog growled, and everybody got the signal that there is somebody in the house, and they looked around. Now when they looked around, Ink, the little kitten, cried Meowch, and Belinda cried oh. So all these sounds were made when the pirate entered their house from the window. So winda over here has been used as a rhyming word to rhyme the lines. So this was part 1 of the poem The Tale of Custard the Dragon. We are going to continue the poem in part 2. So thank you for watching. Do hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you and have a nice day.